FAUX Builds, watch build, in this shop, Palo Alto. Let's build a watch. Okay, I start with dials. Let's sit down in the little watch station here. Go ahead and clean this baby off. We're going to apply the indices, which are custom made and designed, I guess, and apply them very carefully. And I'm still kind of dialing this in, if you will. These just stick on and then you peel the substrate off. And this gives just a nice, simple look. Okay, for graphics and branding, I like to do a dry rub transfer. This is something that industrial designers use for prototyping. You basically line up the graphics and apply it, rub them down onto your substrate, and carefully do this. It's really difficult and I still mess this up. And then you peel back like before to reveal your work. I really like this technique because it looks like a legit direct to substrate style of printing. Okay, the hands. So this is our movement. We're gonna rotate to make sure the calendar wheel is working and then keep it clean. We'll place our dial, push down and make sure that baby's flat. Keep it clean, keep everything clean. To place the hands, we're going to rotate. We're going to rotate the little crown they gave us until the date ticks over. And that way you know you are at 12 o'clock. And then we'll set the hour, minute, and second hand at that point. And each time I set a hand, I like to go ahead and rotate it around and make sure it's looking good. And I like to hold it by the side and look at that. Nice clearance, nice and level. And then our second hand. This is a difficult one. I typically don't even look at this really anymore. I kind of do it by feel. And I like to just sit back and kind of look at it, give it a gander. The crown and stem. For this, we're going to start by taking out the little crown and stem that came with the movement. And there it is. We will need to cut down the stem provided as well. Pretty much a necessary tool for this is the pin vise, as it will hold your stem. When you make cuts, you're going to have to grind down the cut you make in the sandpaper, so that when you thread back into your crown, it's going to be a nice and easy thread. The casing. This is kind of a cool part. You're pretty much getting to see the watch come to life. You get to check everything in there, make sure it's lined up okay. I think I had to rotate this a little bit. And then kind of wiggle your crown and stem into the case. Obviously, you're going to check and make sure everything works okay. And then we get that nice clean rotation. We're going to put our case back on. This case back requires a special ball tool to tighten it and loosen it. And then simply put our bracelet back on. It's a Jubilee bracelet. As you can tell, this is going to be a two-tone date just. And adjusting the bracelet for my homie. And look at that. That's looking good. Black dial, simple. I like to make my own packaging here. So for the packaging process, I've loved to just explore with this. This is a little die that I've designed and cut into substrate so that I can use as a template to recreate into foam, which will become sort of the pillow for the watch to sit on when it's in the box. So I cut these out and glue them together and then wrap everything in gaff tape because I like the feel and I kind of like the finishing. Even though it's cheap, I think it's interesting and it's sort of part of my brand philosophy. So there you go. Clasp that baby on there and you can kind of see. So my boxes are cut, stamped, and scored at Auto Printing. Go ahead and put the paper insert followed by the foam insert and a nice tone-on-tone paper insert to showcase the branding. And then let's just go ahead and check this baby out. Crispy in the dark, looking good. And then let's just look at in the box. That looks nice. Oh wow, wrist check. Here we go. That is just looking clean, baby. And, you know, good night. Alto. Peace. Bye bye.